Dark Souls is one of the biggest challenges today's gamers can face, arguably sitting at the very fine line of challenging but fair difficulty and so bad I wanna kill my pet dog difficulty. It's true, however, that once you finish the game after God knows how many trials and errors, that the game will seem much easier, to the point that you'll probably question what was so difficult in the first place. But before you actually reach that goodness, you are bound to reach this hellish boss that will probably make you wish you never even bothered in the first place. These are the kind of bosses that act as a stepping stone to separate the good from the bad, and that's why I didn't want to include any final or late bosses, because when you reach that point in the game, that means you had to go through this hell, and if you did, kudos to you, my friend. Orstein and Smo, the dynamic duo of Dark Souls. Orstein and Smo are the epiphany of absolute ganking chaos. During the fight, you'll realize that one's weakness is actually the other guy's strong points. Smo is huge with big slow attacks, however Orstein can cover that by being lightning fast to catch you right off guard. Even when you manage to kill one, the other one will simply absorb the other's abilities. Why? Because sometimes video games just want you to be sad.
The undead legion of Farron is a caravan of undead, sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss. The legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure. Joyous bunch, really. Gives me conniptions.
Those bells you hear once you enter the boss room are most probably for your own funeral, especially when you're facing them for the first time. Their attacks are fast and sudden, and that ultra great sword they carry gives them quite the range, not to mention the combo attacks that, if not dodged at first, getting out of them without losing almost if not all of your health is nearly impossible. The fight itself has a very interesting idea behind it. For example, in the first phase, you can face up to 3 Abyss Watchers at the same time, but one of them will also attack his own friends, for some reason, giving you the option to just sit back for 10 minutes and let them kill each other. That is until you realize there's a second phase. Considering how early you face Abyss Watchers, they teach you a very valuable lesson on how fast and elusive combat can be in Dark Souls 3, which is the quote-unquote fastest of all Dark Souls games. The bane of game journalists that just gave up on Dark Souls, Kuiper Demon is the kind of boss I don't really want to talk about because it has been already ranted over too many times. However, it does deserve its spot on the list as the Newbie Destroyer. The reason I wanted to end with this boss is because I can safely say it was the fight that actually got me to learn the game properly. This is the boss that probably took me the longest to beat, and that probably includes all bosses in all Dark Souls games. No joke. The dancer will force you to learn how to give your absolute focus when fighting the boss. The way she spins means most of her attack's radius is almost 360 degrees around her, so unless you're lucky enough for her attacks to pass right above your head, be prepared for a lot of punishment. Feel like I left something behind? Please write down in the comments below. I'd love to know which boss was a newbie killer for you. And see you next time.